Welcome to Cosmic Eternity Channel. There comes a moment when something within you begins to grow quiet, not out of sadness or loneliness, but from an unexplainable need to withdraw. It feels as though the noise of the world has become too heavy, too meaningless. Conversations that once felt alive now drain you. Places that once brought you comfort suddenly feel foreign. And people you used to understand now seem wrapped in illusions you can no longer pretend to believe. What you're experiencing isn't madness, it's awakening. Those who are called know this feeling well. It's not a voice that shouts from the sky, nor a vision written in the clouds. It begins subtly, deep within your chest, a gentle ache that whispers, "You don't belong to this world the way you once thought you did." It's not a call that comes from the outside. It comes from your spirit remembering something ancient. Many think spiritual awakening is about mystical lights or supernatural visions. But for those chosen by the higher plan, it rarely starts that way. It begins with discomfort, with the haunting sense that the world is too loud, too shallow, too fast. It's like waking up in the middle of a movie and suddenly realizing the script makes no sense. You pause, look around, and quietly ask, "What am I doing here? What is real anymore?" That's when the soul begins to speak louder than the mind. The distractions lose their flavor. The illusions crumble. And for the first time, you see yourself without masks. The truth doesn't come as lightning, it comes as remembering. The chosen are not superior beings. They simply carry an older soul, one that has known other worlds, other frequencies. They feel everything deeply: pain, beauty, injustice, love. And even when the weight of the world crushes them, something inside refuses to give up. That invisible strength comes from their divine assignment, one that many cannot see but can always feel. This calling doesn't give you all the answers at once. It only gives you certainty that there's something more, something sacred that your spirit must pursue. And that pursuit begins to change everything. Have you ever sensed a presence watching over you, not with fear, but with care? As if something unseen walks beside you, waiting for you to remember that you are never truly alone. That presence is real. The chosen have always been guided, protected, and watched. Not only by human eyes, but by luminous beings who know exactly who you are. These beings, what many call the Galactic Federation, are not a fantasy. They are conscious energies from higher dimensions who have watched humanity evolve for millennia. They do not interfere because they honor our free will, but they communicate with those whose hearts are ready. They send signs, synchronicities, dreams, and sudden inner knowings that often arrive when we most need comfort. Many chosen souls are what the ancients called star seeds, travelers from other systems of light. Perhaps that's why you've always felt different, as though this world could never be your final home. You came with a mission, and these higher beings know your story. They know the storms you've endured, the nights you almost gave up, and the strength that made you rise again. They know your spiritual name, the one that vibrates with your true frequency, not the one given at birth. And they are watching not to judge, but to protect and guide you through the dark. Have you noticed that when you reach your breaking point, something always happens to hold you together? A word, a dream, a message, a coincidence? That is not luck. That is divine care. The Federation knows that the chosen are awakening, and that when enough of them rise together, something extraordinary will unfold. You can feel it, can't you? The sense that everything around us is accelerating, collapsing, shifting toward a climax that can't be stopped. Time feels shorter, emotions feel stronger. Falsehoods are being exposed faster than ever. Everything that is shallow is falling apart. Behind all this chaos, something vast is approaching. It will not announce itself with thunder or spectacle. It will come quietly, yet powerfully, and those aligned with truth will feel it before they see it. Many traditions have predicted this moment in different ways. Some call it the event, others the solar flash. Names don't matter. What matters is what it represents, a burst of divine energy that will move through everything that exists. This won't look like a movie scene. It will be energetic, vibrational, almost electric. Some will feel elevation and peace, others collapse and confusion. Each soul will experience it according to the frequency they carry now. That's why the chosen have been feeling restless lately. It's your spirit tuning itself, cleansing itself, preparing for what's coming. Transformation isn't easy. To hold new light, you must release old weight beliefs, attachments, identities, and sometimes even the idea of who you once thought you were. The coming light will reveal everything, the beauty and the shadows. It won't ask permission, it will simply arrive. And when it does, every heart will respond to it in its own way. That's why now is the time to turn inward, to care for your energy, to listen deeply. The shift has already begun. Frequency isn't complicated. It's simply what you choose to carry inside your thoughts, emotions, and focus. Even in chaos, you have a choice: to repeat patterns of fear or to return to your center. Being high vibrational doesn't mean being happy all the time. It means being real, but not letting pain define you. The energy of the chosen is unique. They are learning to sense that everything is vibration, every word, every sound, every emotion. You've probably noticed that certain music, movies, or conversations leave you drained, while moments of laughter, silence, or connection with nature restore you completely. That's energy in motion. The world currently resonates with heaviness, fear, haste, distraction. But the chosen can feel when something isn't right. They sense when an atmosphere weighs down their spirit. And recognizing this is the beginning of transformation. Because once you see it, you can choose differently. You can step back. You can protect your peace. You can return to yourself. And remember, the coming shift will match every soul to the frequency it carries. Those vibrating in fear will feel collapse, while those vibrating in truth will feel liberation. The event isn't punishment, it's alignment. The question is not when it will happen, but whether your spirit will be ready when it does. From my own perspective, everything that's been said resonates deeply. I don't see these experiences as fantasy or imagination, but as a genuine spiritual process that many of us are going through, often in silence. The feeling of disconnection from the world, the sudden desire for solitude, the awareness that something unseen is guiding us, these are not coincidences. They are signs of awakening. To me, this awakening isn't about chasing mystical experiences or trying to be special. It's about remembering who we truly are beneath the noise and confusion of this world. I believe we are all connected to something far greater, and some souls have come here with a clearer sense of that mission. That's what people call the chosen. I see this not as superiority, but as responsibility. The chosen are the ones who must hold the light when the world feels dark. They feel everything more intensely because they are meant to. Their sensitivity is not a weakness, it's a tool for transformation. I also believe the presence of higher beings, guides, or what some call the Galactic Federation, is real in ways that go beyond our understanding. Whether we choose to name them or not, their guidance can be felt in moments of synchronicity, intuition, and protection when everything else seems lost. In my view, the shift we're experiencing on Earth is not coming, it's already happening. You can see it in how truth is rising and illusions are collapsing. The energy is changing, and our souls are being prepared for something much larger than we can comprehend. For me, this message is a reminder that we are not alone in this journey. Every discomfort, every awakening, every strange feeling of not belonging is part of a bigger plan. We are being called to remember, to realign, and to rise. And I truly believe that when enough of us awaken together, the entire vibration of this planet will change forever. Those who vibrate in love, truth, and awareness will feel expansion like a rising tide. It's impossible to fake that frequency. You can't deceive the universe because vibration isn't what you say, it's what you are, even when no one is watching. Keeping your vibration high isn't about pretending to be positive or performing spirituality for others. It's about remembering who you are and returning to your inner home, even when the world outside seems to be falling apart. We live in a culture of disguise. Pain is hidden behind smiles, loneliness behind likes, emptiness behind endless consumption. Most people don't even notice they're doing it. It's become habit, culture, survival. But the light that is coming will not allow masks to remain. It shines through everything, not to expose and punish, but to reveal and heal. Imagine a lantern being lit inside your soul. Everything you've buried in the dark corners of your being begins to surface. Pain, fear, anger, memories you thought were gone. The lies you once told yourself just to keep going, it all begins to rise. And yes, that can be terrifying. It's like standing before a mirror that finally shows you everything, the truth, the wounds, the beauty, the parts you've avoided. Yet it's liberating too, because once you see clearly, you can choose to transform. There's no pretending anymore. You can't keep carrying what no longer belongs to you. The light isn't only radiant and comforting, it's demanding. It calls you to a higher level of responsibility, to become whole, not just polished on the outside. This process touches everyone, but for the chosen ones it's more intense. They are here to anchor light first, to go through this purification before guiding others through it. So if you've been feeling waves of emotion, old memories resurfacing, physical sensations, strange dreams, you're not broken. You're being recalibrated. The universe is clearing your channel so you can hold more light. The more you surrender, the more gracefully it flows. Pain doesn't come to destroy. It comes to reveal where light still needs to reach. Something profound is unfolding, though most people can't yet name it. It's not a visible separation of worlds, not yet. It's energetic, a vibrational divide. From the outside, we're all living on the same planet, but internally, realities are already splitting. Some remain trapped in fear, rushing through life, feeding anger and control. Others are slowing down, choosing peace, seeking alignment even amid chaos. The separation of worlds has begun. It's not happening through portals or ships in the sky. It's happening in daily choices, in what you believe, in what you nurture inside yourself. For now, both worlds coexist, one heavy with fear and repetition, the other rising with love and awareness. Which one you inhabit depends entirely on your vibration. You can't hide anymore. You can't preach light while feeding on hate. You can't claim to be spiritual while refusing to face your own shadows. The chosen know this truth instinctively. They didn't come to escape the world, but to transform it, and that means releasing much of what once defined them. People, habits, thoughts, even versions of self must fall away. It's like trying to hear soft music in the middle of construction noise. The melody is still playing, but you can't perceive it until the noise fades. That's what the new earth is like. It's already here, humming beneath the chaos. Only those who quiet their minds and align their frequency can truly hear it. And one of the hardest realizations is that not everyone will awaken at the same time. Some will choose to stay behind, and that's okay. Each soul has its rhythm. The division isn't punishment. It's simply the natural outcome of each one's inner choices. Those who live in truth, compassion, and freedom will begin to experience a different reality altogether, even if they remain in the same house, the same city, the same life. The tracks are splitting, and soon they won't cross anymore. Those who cling to what is collapsing will fall with it. Those who release and trust will rise. Deep down, you already know this. You've always known you didn't come here by accident. Every time you felt out of place, misunderstood, or too different, it was your soul remembering its purpose. That purpose is now calling you louder than ever. The chosen ones are old souls, not better, just more aware. They've carried lessons, scars, and wisdom from countless lifetimes. Now, in this time of planetary shift, they're awakening, like seeds that have waited ages to bloom. And there's no manual for this mission. No one will hand you a map or tell you exactly what to do, because your task isn't to follow a path, it's to be the path. It's about embodying light, even in darkness, listening deeply, speaking truthfully, acting consciously, living in the world without being consumed by it. Sometimes your role will be to heal, other times to awaken, to comfort, or to challenge. The mission of the chosen is rarely comfortable. It shakes illusions, it activates others, it transforms reality from within. You don't need a stage or followers to fulfill your purpose. Sometimes your greatest impact happens in silence, in a prayer whispered with sincerity, in the love you pour into a meal, in the strength it takes to say no when everyone expects you to say yes. The mission isn't about doing more, it's about doing truthfully. In a world built on forgetfulness, remembering who you are is the most revolutionary act there is. The chosen didn't come to repeat the old system, they came to rewrite it, not through force, but through awareness, compassion, and presence. You are one light point in a vast web encircling the earth. Every time you align with your truth, that web glows brighter. This is how transformation happens quietly from within. There comes a moment when the call can no longer be ignored. The time for waiting for signs or external confirmation is over. The awakening isn't coming, it's already here. You may feel it in your body, exhaustion that doesn't fade, strange pressure in your head or chest, restless dreams, or a sudden emptiness where certainty used to live. That's the soul adjusting. Awakening doesn't arrive with fireworks. It comes through stillness, through discomfort, through cracks in your old identity. It shakes what was built on fear and illusion so that truth can stand. To awaken is to remember that you are not just a body or a name, but a spark of divine consciousness. And for that spark to shine, the false layers must fall. That's the struggle the old world will pull at you, beg you to go back to sleep. But once you've seen truth, you can't unsee it. It's like waking from a long dream. You can try to close your eyes again, but something inside knows you're already awake. And from that moment on, everything becomes a choice to pretend nothing's happening, or to accept that your soul is calling you forward. Because those who awaken now are becoming bridges between worlds, between dimensions, between frequencies. The earth needs awakened hearts, people who can look at chaos and still choose light, who live with intention even when the path is uncertain. If these words found you, it's not coincidence, it's remembrance. Awakening isn't about knowing everything, it's about being willing to remember, to live with a conscious heart, a moving soul, and feet rooted firmly on this transforming earth. From my spiritual perspective, everything I've shared reflects a truth I feel deeply in my own soul. The awakening is not just an idea or a concept, it is a living process, unfolding quietly within each of us. I sense that the discomfort, the restlessness, the moments of questioning are all signs that the soul is recalibrating, clearing space for greater light and understanding. I believe the chosen are not here to be superior or special. They are here to anchor consciousness, to carry the vibration of truth, love, and presence in a world that often forgets its own soul. This path is not easy, and it asks us to face shadows we've long avoided. Yet in that confrontation lies freedom, for only by seeing ourselves fully can we transform. To me, the shift happening on Earth is real and unavoidable. The separation of energies, the rising of the new Earth, the vibration of truth, it is all taking place whether we notice it or not. And those of us who feel this call are being invited to live consciously, to align our hearts, and to act as bridges for others who are still asleep. Ultimately, My perception is that awakening is not about control, power, or knowledge. It is about presence, courage, and remembering who we truly are. It is about holding light in the darkest moments and living in harmony with the truth of our spirit. And I feel without doubt that this is not just a personal journey, it is a collective one, a movement of souls stepping into the fullness of their purpose, one moment, one choice, one heartbeat at a time.